Hello. Good morning, intentional beings, intentional squad. Hope you guys are doing good. Hope you guys are doing great. Anything that has to do with hate, I hope you don't participate in it. Stay away from it. And hopefully you can rise above it. Just want to just talk to you guys on this beautiful morning. It's early, rise and shine, and I'll be up. But upon us being up early or whatever time you're watching this, just want to give a little gratitude, big gratitude. We always adjust our altitude so we can fly high with the Most High. Know that we are in tune. Yes, indeed. Just want to talk to you guys from the perspective of not walking on water. I know a lot of times, maybe I haven't posted on YouTube in a while, but I've been recording. And upon me recording, I'll be like, damn, dog, should we post this? Should I, because a lot of times I come here, I give you guys all the good words, the motivation, all the good stuff, but I be needing it myself, so I be needing the juices of the Most High to quench my thirst, my spiritual thirst, and a lot of times I don't post it because I'm like, man, I want to make sure I'm living in according to what I'm preaching, to what I'm talking about. I know a lot of, growing up, I saw a lot of people, a lot of men, preach, this, and then behind their partners' backs, they're doing whatever they're doing, and I always hated that. I hate lying. I hate not taking accountability. This is new traits for me, right? I didn't always used to want to be a fire outer, right? I used to want to be a fire starter. I used to want to be the troublemaker, just a combative person. And I still sometimes, depending on the day, depending on how I'm feeling, depending on what battles I may be fighting, just to be transparent, I may not be this intentional super saver, super being that I'm sometimes I talk about. There's days I don't want to go to the gym. I most of the time go, but that doesn't, I don't always, push to my best or whatever the case is, right? Or within my relationship with my partners, like, yeah, you're supposed to say like this to your lady. Man, I be falling short. Like, in my mind, I shoot a whole play, right? I'm like, yeah, we're gonna say this, and when she says this, I'm gonna say that, and it's gonna go smooth like this. And then from the first start of the sentence to the speech, you already messing up the lines, man. So, and no matter what and how you rehearsed it in your head, in your mind you're Shaft, but in the real world you're like a caveman, and you over here just not understanding each other. She's speaking Spanish, you speaking Dutch. And it's like we're both describing the same thing, but it's just using different words. And a lot of times that takes a lot. Oh man, that takes. Hold on, we can't use words. We gotta use sign language or something. We'll just point to it. You call it a knee, I call it a genou, but it's still a knee. We're still talking about the same thing. But you get lost in translation. So with that being said, I don't really, come on here try to give the most advice, like I got it all figured out. And I figured out that no one has it figured out, so that's something to screen a shot about. No one has it all figured out, but I can also give you a little inspiration and give you a little story or two, or maybe help you not go through the same burdens or the same heartaches, because we're all learning the same lessons, bro. Whether it's financial, spiritual, physical, or mental. A lot of times we fight the same fights. It just looks like a different ring. Some of us fight it in the boxing ring. Some of us fight it in UFC. Hell, some of us are even street fighters. You know what I mean? Like, I'm a street fighter. So it's like growing up in the hood, all you have to do is just learn how to fight, survive. A lot of survival tactics that are no longer, you know, serving you in this new chapter of life, but you still got your ways, dog. It's like, perfect example. As a grown man, you got to learn how to use, you know, a knife, a fork at the table amongst grown-ups. But sometimes you want to show up and just grab, you know, things with your hands. But depending on the meal, it's okay, right? Depending on the place, it's okay. But you got to learn how to differentiate between the two. Go between the two. Okay, is this a caveman moment, or is this a made man moment, right? It's like a lot of times, you know, I call it a baby dick moment, is where you feel as though like you're mad at the world for seeing you when you come out the pool, when the pool was cold. Honestly, only people that could judge you from coming out the pool is people who never went into the pool. And what I mean by that is people who never went into the fight of life or dealt with real shit. They could sit there and judge you like, I have not done that. I am better than thee. Nah, I refuse to be like that. So that's why I fight my own fights with posting these videos. Cause dog, I've been figuring this shit out. I'm in the battle, I'm in the pool, I'm in the field, I'm trying to figure out what is real. A lot of times I'm fighting between, so that makes me a simp. Versus dog, fuck that nigga. Forget that person, forget that dude, forget that dudette, forget her, forget him. These people are always telling you what's work with the HGTV home, right? They sell you like, your home's supposed to have a pool and a jacuzzi and no one tells you about the water bill. No one tells you about the light bill. No one tells you about the plumbing and electrical issues that come from having these things in your household and the maintenance that come with it. So your relationship, before you get to, okay, not everybody's made, built, or raised the same, bro. So that person's conversation might be different from somebody else's conversation, and that's your relationship. But you have to navigate it from your own perspective without thinking you're a simp, without thinking you're less than, and actually having hard conversations. And I'll be like, I hate those things, man. When a person is telling you about you, and you want to take it and, you're saying this. Nope, sometimes you really got to hear it. Hey, in this relationship, I require this. It's not an attack. I just want you to grow. We all gotta grow, but not all of us grow. So, what I'm realizing too, man, as we learn these lessons, there's a whole lot of protection that comes from the Most High that we don't even see. And I think every time you listen to that little voice that tells me don't post these videos, I'm not doing myself a service, because heck, I'm creating my own family, right? My own tribe of people who understand what it's like to be alive, what it's like to unlearn and relearn your ways, how to just be better. No, I wasn't always this person that I'm evolving into, but with work, with growth, and with me giving myself grace that, hey, I am not perfect, never will be, but I could express myself and maybe share my situations and help somebody else realize that you don't have to be perfect. And none of us are, none of us is, none of us will be, none of us therefore should put the pressure of being perfect. But the intention behind trying is that we know that it's worth it. We're worth trying. You're worth trying. So, yes, you will have some imposter syndrome because you've never been this grown. I like that. You will have imposter syndrome because you have never been this grown. I've never been this grown. I've never had to think, just react and as you get older, you're like, man, I can't be acting all cold. I can't be not talking or expressing myself to people that I claim to love, spazzing out, or throwing tantrums or saying hurtful things, because whenever I say hurtful things to people that I love, I have a painful conversation with myself after. That's me on my conscience. Some of us don't have that. It's okay. again, that's what makes us who we are. My superpower doesn't have to be your weakness and vice versa. We could use it to help each other. But that's another story. That's neither here. That's neither here or there. But yeah, man, sometimes I don't post these joints because, dog, I don't got it figured out. I'm figuring it out every day. Like I said, if you see me walking on water, you better check the depth because I'm in the shallow part. I'm in the kiddie section. Right. You see somebody act like they walking on water, it's because they in the pool, kiddie pool, right? They in the, but in the real ocean, we all, there's a panic zone for everybody where it's so deep that you've never been there before, so it's new for you. It's new for me. So having healthy conversations and relationships require you to face your unhealthy ways. We all got them. They like pubic hair. Everybody got a little hair. And if you don't, keep living. If you don't got no real humbling moments where you realize, like, dog, how I talk to that person, how I talk to him, how I talk to her. What if somebody spoke to my niece, my favorite nephew? Heck, my child, right? Beloved child, or your favorite anything, right? Because in that moment, that person is somebody's favorite something. And a lot of times people, take advantage when they know they can. And that doesn't make it right. But that means you should face yourself and realize, dog, sometimes you got, bitch ass nigga ways, where you feel as though, like, you're just so gun ho, like baby dick mode, right? You just want your pacifier, and you don't care how you get it, so you gonna shit on anybody to get it, and then when you get it, you don't like how you got it. So you having another hard conversation with yourself. None of us got it figured out, man, but figure you out, man. Baby dick mode or not, you still just gotta face the world. I don't care how y'all see me. When y'all see me, just know that you see me, and that enough is good enough for me, for you to see me. And what I mean by that is, don't let the world make you feel shame because you had a moment where you weren't this rainbow, but you still was a person. You still was being. You were learning. Right? Human being, it means you're being educated from everyday experiences, interactions. So, like I'm being good to myself, learning how to be good to myself, I hope you can be good to yourself. Like I said, family, none of us got it figured out. And if somebody says they do, hey, hopefully they will teach you. But until then, keep running this race. The marathon continue, but do it at your own pace. Talk to yourself. Don't yell at yourself no more. The world will yell at us for free, for nothing. But yeah, family. Again, I don't know if I'm gonna post this, right? But if I do, I hope all is well with you, your family, your loved ones. Stay sucker free and prosper. You are loved. You are good. You are good enough no matter where you are right now. Family, you are good enough, dog. You are good enough. I don't know if you heard that recently, but you are good enough. You can overcome the situation. You can get over it. You can overcome it. You can conquer it. One bad moment does not define a person's life. It does not. One scene does not define the movie. One argument does not define the whole person's character. Good people have bad moments and bad people have good moments. Just keep on dancing. Keep on winning. Peace.